Alright, well hello everybody. We are here for another exciting episode of the Old Guy Farmer's Challenge. We're going to try to stream up 3 episodes today. So let's go and see if we can get some stuff done. It is now the first day of autumn. So we've got to go check and see if we've got grass to mow over on field 11. And we also need to pick up the bales from our baling last night and count those up. We have not yet determined how many bales that we've got, and I wanted to actually go ahead and tweak up one of these tractors to goose up the horsepower a little bit. Where's the other one? Okay, and we need to do something about the fertilizer spreader. So I wanted to tab into those trains to slow them down a bit. There's the bales, or the barrels, conveniently out of the way. So let's count up our pink mushrooms, our pink marshmallows, as we pick up our bales. Conveniently, their fence here has managed to be a convenient stopping point for all of these bales. Just going to pick the ones up here at the bottom. Looks like the grass that we mowed the first day of summer is now ready to be cut again, the first day of autumn. I've had a little bit of thinking to go on, thinking about the number of cuttings we're going to get, and the fact that the grass, alright. So that's a load. Since we're burning daylight, we're just going to drop the bales here. And we will pick up the rest of the bales. Let's see here, how many we get there? We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. Alright, so we got 36 so far off of that field. We had a little bit of a contest in last night's stream as to how many bales we would get, but I don't recall what any of the guesses were at this point. We should also have a little bit of a running vote as to how many times I'm going to jackknife a trailer. So we got 40 bales off of that field there. We got what, 20 bales off of the little field there, and 26. Wasn't 28 because I guessed 28. Well, I made a mess of that. I'll just drop them there. Alright. So let's run in here and let's goose this tractor to the T35. Boost its horsepower a little bit. It might go through a little less gas. This tractor may just suck up the gas, we're not sure, but it seemed to it seemed to go through quite a bit of gas just in its bailing. So we're going to go from 156 to, we don't need mud guards, to 187. It did boost the daily maintenance a little bit, but come on, let's go. Alright. While he's fueling up, we need to get our flatbed trailer and semi, and we need to follow our tractor up to the shop, because we need to swap out the fertilized sprayer for a fertilized spreader, and then we need to finish fertilizing this field. I said 5 meters, not minus. Come on, let's go. Go. Hey Grandpa Gaming, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. I don't know if you've been following any of this craziness, but we are doing an Old Guy Farmer's streaming challenge. We'll do 10 since you seem to think 5 meters means to drive right on top of me. And we're gonna go. You're probably gonna run into him. Okay, you did. We're good. This grass is ready to be mowed. We're gonna mow this. As soon as we get back from swapping out this sprayer. I wasn't sure if this field would be ready to mow or not, but we now know what we're going to do today. So as I was saying in the stream the other night, train, good, is we are going to swap out this fertilized sprayer for a fertilized spreader, and we're going to need to buy some fertilizer. Henceforth, why we have the flatbed trailer with us. And we need to fertilize the fields that we have mowed. Because with seasons, it appears that when you mow the grass, it drops back 2 fertilizer states. And I'm pretty sure with the regular game, it only drops you back 1 after you mow. So, since our strategy is silage bales, we want to maximize our output on grass. And in order to do that, we have to fertilize it fully. We used this sprayer because it came with the base map, and the base map also came with 2 crates of liquid fertilizer, which we have now exhausted. So we're going to drop this sprayer because it costs more per day. It has a narrower work width than the spreader we're going to want to use. So we'll sell you. And we're going to, where are you at? We're going to pick up this one because it's only $5 a day. And we're going to pick up solid fertilizer. 1, 2. That'll fill the spreader. 3, 4, 5, 6. There. So that'll give us 2 full refills. How this little box holds 2,000 liters, I don't know, but that's how it came. You're filling up. All right. With the challenge, of course, we can only have 1 hired helper. All right. So we're going to drive this back to the farm, fuel this tractor up, and go ahead and get to mowing field 11. We will then obviously rake and bale field 11. It seemed to work fairly well with respect to what we did yesterday with raking by hand and baling by hand while we had our other tractor doing other work. So once we get to the point where we're done mowing, we're going to send this tractor back over to the farm. We're going to task him with fertilizing all the fields over there, because I think all those fields have gone through a growth state. So we're going to fertilize all of those fields while we rake and bale field 11. And I suspect we may be able to fertilize some of field 11 tomorrow also, or today. And then I've been thinking about, hey DN Gaming, how you doing? Then I've been thinking about our strategy of plowing up the map grass in some areas that we've cleared and planting grass, regular grass in there, so that we get the benefit next year of the additional yield. And I've been thinking as to when best to do that. We know that the grass that we planted right away was not available for mowing at full growth until first day of summer. Oh no, until late summer. So basically summer day 5 we couldn't mow anything that we had planted, and that was because it was basically 1 or 2 growth stages behind. So I'm thinking that we know that grass dies off in winter and basically goes to a harvested state. So what I'm thinking about doing is, it might benefit us to plow the grass. Where's Just going to drop these here. It might benefit us to plow and plant this grass that we're going to do before winter starts. Simply because once winter comes, all the grass will be in a harvested state, and we'll be in that problem again where we are one growth state behind come next summer. So I'm thinking it may benefit us if we plow these areas of grass in mid-autumn and hope that we get a growth state before winter. That way the grass we plant now is in the same harvested state as the grass that's already in the ground, and therefore next spring we won't be behind in any way. So Old Guy Farmer did himself a really great favor, and he made all of these triggers really little. So you got to be right on top of the fuel tank to get the refuel indicator. That's the issue that we have with the gates, is you got to be right in the right spot. You can't just be like within the general vicinity of the gate. You've got to be like right there where the gate is. All right. So let's give a little challenge and see how many bales do you think you're going to get off of field 11, everybody? Field 11 is the biggest field that we put in grass so far. If we got 40 bales, I think, off of field 12, we should get, I'm hoping for 50 bales off of field 11 myself. At over $1,000 a bale come mid and late winter. That's a nice $50,000 payout. It's already mid-morning, 10:30 here. Set up our mowers. Follow me with a 3.5 meter offset to the left. Let's get that mower running. Let's get this mower running. And let's get the cutting grass. Excellent job. We're just going to mow here until we're done. Let's pick up the pace here. We'll also mow that area since it's now ready to be cut again. So what do y'all think of the strategy of basically once we get our second cut off of this field grass, or map grass, to go ahead and plow it under and plant our own grass with the hopes that it's in a state come next spring that is the same as the rest of the grass. So all the grass is kind of in the same state. So, thanks for asking the question, DN Gaming. We are going to start a little different schedule now. Today is the last day that I'm probably going to be doing multiple streams, and that is because for the last week, my kids have been at their grandparents' house in Maryland, and as a result, I've had a fair bit of time to dedicate to being able to put out farm sim content. But they come home today, and once they get home, my attention is clearly going to be devoted to them first. So I'm going to try to put out one stream a day going forward. The stream time will probably be in the evenings. So I am in the East Coast time zone of the US, which I think is -4 GMT. And I'm going to try to put out a stream. It probably won't be scheduled like I've been able to schedule the streams up to this point, but I'll probably try to put out content sometime between 9:30 and 10:30 p.m. East Coast time. So that's -4 GMT. One stream an evening. If I'm lucky, my youngest kid will be taking a nap, and I'll be able to stream possibly in the afternoon, depending on my schedule. But I'm going to try to commit to one stream per day going forward. And I've done the math, and it looks like that should put us finishing this contest around the middle of September. So I do plan on streaming tomorrow. But it might not be at the times that I normally do it, and it probably won't be scheduled. You'll probably just get an alert all of a sudden that I'm streaming, and that's mostly because I don't know when I'll be free once my youngest goes to sleep. Because apparently he's been getting spoiled with Grandma and has not been going to sleep at his normal time. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be faced with having to fight him for the first week to get back to his schedule. Now what's nice about that super rake is we can basically rake into one swath everything that we've mowed to this point into one big strip. We're going to make one more full circle around, and then we're going to start our up and downs by cutting the field in half. Because the longer work, or the more we have forward momentum, the less time it's going to take. So we don't want to be doing like the follow me guy back there and stopping and turning around, and it just slows everybody down. So yeah, I think what we're going to do is once we get a second cut off of this map grass, we're going to go ahead and plow it up and plant our own grass. Now it will basically sacrifice a little bit of a third cut, because we could just leave the grass be and get a little bit of a cut off of it the last day of autumn. We're going to sacrifice that in hopes that we get a significantly better yield out of all of that area next year. And I plan on bringing, I've thought about it, we've got almost $900,000 in the bank. We have no loan. We don't really need to buy any more equipment. So I'm thinking that we are going to buy up some sheep in mid-autumn. So I'm thinking either game day 3 of autumn or game day 4 of autumn. That is when the sheep are the absolute cheapest. I'm thinking about buying me up 100 sheep. And then we'll have sheep next spring when they are most productive. We have 8 hay bales that have been gifted to us because they were included in the starting equipment. So we'll use those 8 hay bales to feed the sheep come winter time. Old guy farmer was using that little Amazon Pro Hopper lawnmower to feed his cows. So I think we'll play with that because I just love that little mower. I think we'll play with that to feed our sheep until the grass dies off. And then once the grass dies off, we will sell the Amazon grass mower because there's no reason to keep it and pay maintenance all winter long for it. In fact, we may sell these mowers and just rebuy them in the spring. I don't know. We'll have to think about that because we've got 6 whole game days where we can't do any mowing. So why should we own the mowers? Why should we own the baler? And why should we own the rake? We can just get rid of it and buy it back. The only reason maybe we would keep it would be that the resale value would be lower. It's sunk. Is if the resale value is a lot lower and therefore selling it we're not going to get a lot back. I don't know. We'll have to look at it. See that flat area where there's no real grass growing? That's the edge of the field. So we're going to plow all that up and we're going to get all that extra grass and all that extra harvest next year. And I think we're going to buy at least 1 or 2 more fields before the autumn is out. And we're going to plow them up and put grass in them. I was thinking about buying up field 24 and field 26. Field 26 will give us a massive harvest. Although I think I may have to lease some equipment to prepare field 26 in any decent amount of time. I was watching Old Guy Farmer's stream earlier. He's in day 14. We're actually in day, I guess, 13. So he was going to do a couple more streams today. I was watching GrizzlyBearSims in day 7, I think. And I saw he had streamed another one. So he's got day 7 and 8. I still need to watch day 8. I hope you all are able to watch some of the other contestants and follow with their strategies. So it looks like it's going to be about 4 game hours to mow up this area. It's 1:55 now. And I'm going to jump out of cab so we don't smack mowers. We had a little tap. Alright, that's that field. Let's go ahead and get a little strip here. Like I said, we're going to mow this top area off. Better get over here so we don't our other driver doesn't end up rolling down into the water. That would put a serious damper on our productivity for the day. And we might need to stop. Let him catch up. Hey Prom, how you doing? I'm glad we got that figured out. So now we can, I guess, stream or show our stream over at PCSG. Alright, now that he's caught up, we'll get back to what we do best, and that's mowing grass. Are you able to see everyone else's chat also, or just what other people in PCSG are chatting? Too bad there's no way to bring in like explosives or big old excavators or something to dig out these rocks. It'd be cool to be able to take some rocks out. It'd also be cool if there was a way to in-game level the ground. But I guess you can't get everything. I can see what you're typing, and I assume other people that are in YouTube can see what you're typing. I was just wondering if you can see what they're typing, and I assume that you can. Probably wash that mower up. It's getting kind of dirty. Alright, we're going to play the Who's Following Who again. So, which guy is following who? We got Torian in the house now. So he's gonna make one more loop like we just made, and then he'll do what we're doing here. Finish this out. Luckily we haven't freaked out the follow me driver by looping back on herself. Alright, that should do that off. Alright, let's run these back to the farm, and we'll get on one of these, we'll get, I guess, the 25, the guy behind us, to start fertilizing, and we'll get the rake, and come over here and rake this all up. I see a train. Let's hurry on across. That'd be cool to kind of have a dashboard of the people that are in the challenge. I think there's been times where we've had 3 or 4 challenge entries all streaming at the same time. Let's see if this guy will do all right. So that'll get that field up to 3 stages of fertilizer. We're just going to bump him from one field to the next. We go over here and use our big boy rake. He'll probably end up being done that field before we can even get over to the other field. I've got a playlist of all the contest streams, so I don't know if it would be better to link that, or if you're just linking the individual stream. You want a list of the contestants or the playlist? Oh, okay. I'll go in and I'll hit the share button, and then I'll copy that and I'll send it to you. Should make pretty quick work. It's already 4:55 or 4:45 here. The ultimate goal is to get all of this baled before midnight, because we learned, I'm probably going to repeat it to death, but we learned that at midnight Seasons deletes one layer of grass if it's laying on the field, which is how we lost probably 15 silage bales over at the cow area, is because we hadn't gotten it raked yet, and it was all laying basically one layer deep, and midnight hit and all of a sudden the grass poof disappeared, which was not cool at all. So that drove the decision to get what I'm calling the man rake, and has driven us to not bale and rake at the same time, but to rake it and then bale it separate. So if it does hit midnight, we only lose a little bit off the windrow versus the whole thing lying on the field. I'll send it to you after this stream and before I start the next one. Hey Farmer Ups, how you doing? We're back to making pink marshmallows. I don't know if the tines are bright like that because I picked yellow, or if the tines are that bright simply because it's modeling metal that's not painted. But I really like how the tines look when it's spinning like this. Hey Jim May, how you doing? Thanks for the sub. He's still spraying over there. Is he about done that field? How did he get over there? We didn't put him on that field. Alright, hold on. I gotta figure out what the heck this guy's doing. What are you doing? I don't know what you were doing. Okay. Well, somehow he got confused and ended up fertilizing both of these fields. It's very interesting. Saved me a little bit of time and having to redirect him, but it's pretty odd. Alright, we'll get back to what we were doing. I was kind of wondering why he didn't say he was done earlier. Demand for wool. We don't have any wool, but that's okay. One more pass, and we'll do a little bit of work to get the top raked up. And we'll go get our baler. Quite the windrow of grass there. Now he's done. Oh, we got a really nice sunset here. I saw it in the background, but I was too concentrating on the windrow. Alright. Well, I don't think we're going to get all this baled before midnight. That's for sure. The key is that we got it all raked. So we won't lose a whole lot off the field like we did last time. Let's look at the forecast. Remarkably, we have not had a lot of rain this game year to date. We got rain in the forecast for day 4. That might be a great day to go pick up our sheep. And we got rain in the forecast for day 6 and day 1 of winter. All right, let's pick up our worker. Oh, let's back up. How you doing, Universal Vids? It's going pretty good. We're just in the process of trying to get some bales off the field as fast as possible, or get some grass off the field. Here's the gate. Alrighty. So now we start the long process of this. Yeah, I think my whole strategy on this contest takes patience, since we're going to try to make our fortunes in silage bales. And it was too darn expensive to go with a square bale wrapper, which is how I prefer to do bales. This Kuhn DLC wrapper baler combo is the cheapest route to silage bales on a per day basis. So it's just going to be a whole bunch of this for the next bit. I hope these bales don't go too far off. Don't need that. At least this baler works with the auto unload, so I don't have to be hitting the unload button a whole bunch of times. So does anybody have a guess as to how many bales we'll get off of field 11? Like I said earlier, I'm shooting for 50. I'm not going to have you roll down in the water. Hello, Danish Thinker. How you doing? Yeah, we're not going to get this field baled before midnight, that's for sure. You stay there. Oh. thought I'd bail this top part up because it's going to be the thinnest. Looks like we're in store for a long night of baling. See where these bales decide they want to go. That one's behaving nicely. That one's just rolling down the road. All right. Good evening, Thomas. How are you doing? course, the in-game wrappers, they put the round bales up on the flat, so they're less apt to roll away after wrapped. But the round balers, obviously, they eject the same way this one does. Well, I'm doing good. We're just here on a Saturday afternoon, my time, doing a little bit of old guy farmer contest, seeing how many bales we can get off of field 11. I haven't seen anybody make any guesses in chat yet. I'm guessing we'll get 50 bales off of this. If we get more than 50, I'll be ecstatic. If we get less than 50, I'll be shocked. I think 50 is a pretty conservative number. Farmer Oops is going to go for 55 this time. He's been close each guess. Danish Stinker's going with 62. It's basically an edit of Goldcrest Valley. This is field 11. This is over by the old sheep area. Oh, you haven't ejected yet because you're not full. Alright, watch that, you see that little bit of grass right there that we didn't windrow? Watch it disappear. Oh, there it went away. You saw all our windrows drop a little bit. Had we not raked this field, we would have lost a whole bunch of grass. My best guess is we basically lost about a fifth of the grass in each windrow as a result of midnight. The only other thing we could have really done was not mow the whole field, mow just a portion of it, and then pick the rest up tomorrow. Thomas Stuff Gaming, he's got two guesses. I don't know which one he wants to go with. For those that were in the stream yesterday, we went and increased the horsepower on this tractor to the Ford TW35. because we were seeing that our fuel was going down quite a bit during the baling process. So we bumped the horsepower. We goosed the horsepower on this one a little bit to see if that would aid in the gas usage. I'm thinking it has, to some degree. You can see all of our pink marshmallows we've got so far. We still have 3 windrows to go. Thomas is going to go for 79. Definitely seems like we're going a little bit further than we used to before midnight to get the bale. Oh, but that's the big old hunk of grass back there. Oops. I was busy thinking if we were going to get to a mission today or not. Then I didn't notice that we were full. So we do get to run 1 mission per game day. We ran a mission last game day, I think. But now it's game day 2. I know we can definitely run a mission in game day 2 since we obviously haven't done any yet. Somehow we managed to strip a pretty big hunk of, miss a pretty big bit of grass here. Is it Kaylean? Is that the name? Hi Kaylean, how you doing? Welcome to the madness that is silage bale making. While that's wrapping, let's check and see. Can we do a mission here? We could. Alright. Good to know. So the plan is going to be, once we finish baling, we're going to drive this back to the farm. We're going to pick up our flatbed. We are going to bring it over here. We're going to pick up all these bales. We're going to bring our other tractor over here with a fertilizer sprayer, or spreader. We're going to get him to start fertilizing this field. And then we're going to go do that mission. And that's going to close out our stream. At least that's going to close out what I want to try to accomplish in the stream. We'll see if the times 15 speed is going to allow that. Sometimes we literally do not have enough time in the day to get done what we want to accomplish due to our 15 speed requirement on this contest. Go. All these wonderful pink marshmallows of money. Oh, they don't want to get stuck on you. More. Alright, back to the farm. Do we have a train coming? I don't see it. I think that was like 5 or 6 hours of baling as far as game time goes. So game day tomorrow, we're going to be mowing up and baling this grass around the farm. And then we'll probably plow it under. Alright, let's try to count these bales. I believe this trailer holds 36 round bales. Alright, here we go. Alright, so that's 36. So we have another set of 36 on this field. That would give us 72. I thought we picked up more than that. I don't think we have another 36 on the field. So 36. I think there's 61 there. Is that what you all count? So I think I got 61 off of that. 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 59, 60, 61. 61 bales. Ed Lewis said 65, but I don't think we had 65, did we? Oh, did Danish Thinker, did you say 62? I'll scroll up once I get this guy running his fertilizer. If you said 62, I think you were nearly spot on. I'd use the I wouldn't mind using the AR stuff. I love the AR pack. Downloaded the new pack that can't release yesterday, but sadly it's a little trailer, and it would take me way too long to run around and pick up round bales with it. We're going to start you off here. Alright, let's look at chat. Danish Thinker did say 62. You win the prize, which is simply bragging rights. Alright, we said we were going to run this mission. Case Optima, I think. We got the big old coon sprayer here. So I've been thinking about what is going to happen if we win this contest, and a lot of the other guys that are doing the challenge have kind of set the stage. And if I know GrizzlyBearSims is giving away 3 copies of the Platinum DLC, regardless if he wins or not. I think a couple of the other guys plan on giving it away if they win. And in that same likeness, I've decided that I think I'll do the same. And in order to select a winner, what we're going to do is I'm going to keep track of how many bales we sell during the 3 years. And the person who can tell me at the end of the contest, the first person that tells me correctly the total number of bales that we sold after all 3 years, they will be winning the Platinum DLC if I'm the victor. So keep that in mind. You've got to basically, that requires you to watch pretty much most of the 72 episodes to see how many bales we create and how many bales we sell. And I'll give you a hint. Bales may be something more than silage bales. So there may be something else that you need to keep track of. So the reason I'm running the mission on this field is I have an eyeball buying this thing and putting grass in it, and boy, that would generate a whole heck of a lot of bales, I think. If we got 62 off of little old field 11, and you see how big field 26 is, I'm wondering if field 26 might be twice the size as field 11, and if it is, then we could get possibly 120 bales off of this field. That's over $120,000 per cutting. So if we can manage to get 2 cuttings off of this field per year of full grass growth, that's $240,000. If we can manage to get a partial 3rd cutting off of this field, that's potentially $300,000 just off of this one field. So if we do that over 2 years, the purchase price of this field is almost $400,000, but we are allowed at the end of the contest to implement the Bank of Hagenstadt mod and sell our fields. So investing in fields is not tying up our money. We will be able to get that money back. And I'm keen to check this field out when it has a harvest mission, because these here are potatoes, and a potato harvest on this field should bring in a lot of money. It's going to take me a lot of time too, but should bring in a lot of money, and hopefully we can get a potato harvest mission on this field before too far into autumn, because like I said, I want to plow this field and plant it with grass and hope that we get 1 growth stage before winter. And if we get at least 1 growth stage to where the grass comes up before winter, then come springtime it should be on the same cycle as the map grass. And the map grass was fully grown the first day of summer, and the first day of autumn was fully grown. So that's 2 full cuttings, and then I figure we could probably get a partial cutting the last day of August to get, you know, a little bit more grass off of it. But all that counts on us getting this field harvested and able to plant it and still able to get a growth state of grass before winter. So as you can see, we have 8 greenhouses lined up here along this side of this field. I want to line that side over there by the road with greenhouses. So I figured it's probably proper to actually own the field that I'm putting greenhouses all over. Fremar, can you explain what you mean by storing bales at different heights? I haven't tried the new AR pack with the new UAL script, but I'm a little curious as to what that means. Has the capacity of storing bales at different heights. Did that trailer not do 2-layer? I have not picked up bales with that trailer. I'm still a little confused, but I might have to just try it. Did that trailer not do 2 layers of bales already? I know it only did 1 layer of pallets. Get this little strip, and then we will call it a stream. No, these bales can sit out. They don't need to be under cover because they are wrapped. At some point we're going to need to bring all these bales up to our temporary storage location up by the bale sell point, just to tidy up the main area of the farm and get all the bales gathered in one spot. But we've got a bit of time to do that. We might do that when it's raining. Alright, so that should be pretty much everything. Let's take a look at our finances just to get a little summary of how we did. Yesterday we made $13,000. That was even with our upgrade of our tractor and the purchase of our fertilizer spreader. We did sell the sprayer, so that was helpful. Glad to see we have a little lower running costs today. $14,400 from our greenhouses. All right. So let's check the seasons. We can plant grass until the last day of autumn. That's good. So I'm thinking we might plant grass on day 3 and 4 and hope that we get a growth state before winter. That might be a bit of a stretch. But we're going to save this. And then we're going to quit out. And we're going to end the stream once we get back to the main menu. And give me a few minutes and then we'll start up another stream. So I'll be right back with you.